Hello everybody, I'm Ben Fantaschi.
And I'm Beth Clark, and welcome to Buffalo Bridal Association's Wedding Planning Weekly, sponsored by Salvatore's Italian Gardens and Phenomenon Events and Productions.
If you're getting married, stay right there. Over the next 30 minutes, we're going to introduce you to local wedding professionals who are members of the BBA. You'll find the whole roster on our website, buffalobridalassociation.com. Plus, a lot of great info. Check it out.
Let's get things rolling today with the company that's been providing special occasion tuxedo formal wear for over 40 years. A company born right here in Western New York, Tuxedo Junction.
At Tuxedo Junction, we make fitting your out-of-town groomsmen easy. Send in your measurements, keep track of your guys with My Wedding Planner, have a tuxedo ready and waiting in the city where your ceremony is taking place. All online at tuxedojunction.com. Let the guys travel, not the tuxedos. With hundreds of colors to choose from, we coordinate with all major dress designers. Order your free color swatch today at tuxedojunction.com. You've found your perfect color. Now, find your perfect match. When you want your wedding party to look their best, Tuxedo Junction is the place to go. With the newest styles and the latest trends, we carry exclusive designers you won't find anywhere else, including Calvin Michaels New York, Perry Ellis, and Oleg Cassini. Visit us at tuxedojunction.com.
Gentlemen, you owe it to yourselves to shop Tuxedo Junction for your wedding day fashions. They are the area's finest. But long before you go tux shopping, you need to go ring shopping. And men, that's another one of your responsibilities. A smart way to buy a diamond is to choose a loose stone from a diamond expert. Take a look.
Diamond Cutters of Western New York buys rough or uncut diamonds from Africa and all over the world and specializes in diamond cutting. Because we're one of the largest cutting houses in all the United States, we offer a huge selection of loose diamonds. To a bride and groom, that means that the perfect diamond to suit their taste and budget is no doubt waiting for them here. Beside the fact that our selection of loose diamonds is the largest in the area, another benefit to our customers is cost savings. By buying directly from us, you eliminate the middleman and all those associated costs. We buy the rough, cut it, and set it for you right here on the premises. We're located in the Ellicott Square building. We also have a satellite location in Lackawanna. Either location is worth the trip, no matter where you're coming from in Western New York. That's because of the savings, as well as the selection and service that have made us the jeweler of choice for so many high-profile people here in our community.
We chose Diamond Cutters of Western New York for the inventory they have, the great quality of diamonds that they offer, and also the customer service that they have here. I feel like this is a place where Bill will come out and greet each and every one of his customers and treat you as if your day or what you're shopping for is the most important thing. So I feel at home here. I'm glad that I chose Diamond Cutters of Western New York and will never regret this decision.
For the more adventuresome couple, Diamond Cutters of Western New York also offers the largest selection in the area of exotic diamonds in a variety of colors. These colorful diamonds are truly unique and represent a departure from the conventional for brides and grooms who are willing to break the so-called rules. Diamond Cutters of Western New York at the Ellicott Square building and in Lackawanna near Ralph Wilson Stadium, with on-staff licensed gemologists, a full-time goldsmith, and an experienced staff ready to help with every step of your jewelry purchase. Choosing Diamond Cutters of Western New York is another smart choice you'll be glad you made. Visit us at WNYDiamonds.com.
Experts say if you're getting married, you're about to spend more money than you've ever spent on things you've never purchased before, like a party for a couple hundred of your friends. So in order to do it right, you've got to pick a good location. If you attended the expo 3 weeks ago, you know this venue would be a great option.
Karen, this is such an amazing facility with such a great reputation for luxury hotel accommodations and fine dining and great entertainment and great gaming. It's just no surprise to me that brides and grooms are discovering that this is also the best place to hold their wedding celebration.
We agree. We are the premier location in Western New York to hold your wedding.
It truly is a beautiful facility. And everything you touch seems to have a sort of upscale, polished sort of a feel to it.
We here at Seneca Niagara Casino understand the importance of the day. It is a great celebration, one of the most important celebrations an individual can have.
Yeah.
So we're here to help make it as stress-free as possible.
Well, with regard to that, planning a wedding is complicated and, as you say, stressful or potential for stress. Is there someone on staff here that's, ready to help a bride and groom through that planning process?
Yes, there are 3 of us here that have done weddings, many, many weddings, and between the 3 of us, we have over 25 years experience.
Ah, you can take that to the bank.
Happy to walk them through every single detail.
Now, the budget is always, top of mind with everyone, but you can accommodate pretty much anyone's budget, correct?
That's right. We're capable of doing the intimate dinner to the grand affair.
And everything in between.
And everything in between.
Now, your culinary staff has an amazing reputation as well for the banquets and the fine dining.
Our culinary staff is the best in Western New York. Can't say enough about them. They would sit with the bride and help them create a custom menu if they'd like.
Now, is there a really perfect way to get in touch with you? A better way than just randomly calling the hotel?
The easiest way to get in touch with us is call the Catering and Banquet Department, and the number is 716-501-2420. And they can ask for either Ashley, Andrea, Kimberly, myself, and we have a website.
Okay.
They can contact us at www.senecameetings.com.
senecameetings.com. It's no surprise that love is in the air here at the Seneca Niagara Casino and Hotel. Thanks for your time, Karen.
Thank you. We loved it.
Ben, I've been to a couple weddings at the Seneca Niagara Casino and Hotel, and I have to tell you, Karen and her staff do an incredible job. The table displays, the quality of food, the atmosphere.
And after the wedding, you can be off to the casino floor or take a quick ride up the elevator to a wonderful overnight accommodations. It just doesn't get any better than that.
Don't go away. There's much more ahead. Deb and Ellen from Bridal Chateau will be showcasing some spring and summer fashions.
And we'll be touring one of America's most beautiful and prestigious landmarks, located right here in our own backyard, right after this.
With over 11 million color and style combinations, finding a match for your groomsmen doesn't have to be alarming. Tuxedo Junction, where you are a special occasion.
Elio DiPaolo's Restaurant, Ringside Lounge, and Banquet Facility. Elio DiPaolo's, we cater to your dreams.
With Tuxedo Junction's 11 million color combinations, bridesmaids' dresses have met their match. Tuxedo Junction, where you are a special occasion.
Welcome back. You know, BBA members have your best interest at heart because they know that their reputation is riding on the success of your wedding day.
Right now, let's hear from another one of our Buffalo Bridal Association members, Joe Salvatore. He's with our own Tammy Papia.
Joe, I think it's pretty safe to say that Salvatore's Italian Gardens is more than your ordinary place. What makes it extraordinary?
What makes it extraordinary between the hotel and the restaurant is just the atmosphere that we can create between the restaurant and the hotel to make those special occasions for any event that might take place, especially a wedding reception.
Well, I have to tell you, Joe, that the wonderful ambiance from Salvatore's Italian Gardens to the Garden Place Hotel is absolutely seamless. It's just beautiful here. Tell us a little bit more about the hotel.
Sure, the hotel opened in 1995. We had 49 rooms to begin with. We're now 166. And we can range from any type of room from standard king room to 2 queen beds to a room with a jacuzzi and our honeymoon suites, which are just top of the line. All the rooms do come with continental breakfast. We have wireless internet for all the guests and a fitness room and complimentary shuttle service between the hotel and restaurant for all of the occasions that we have.
Let's go back to the wedding receptions for just a minute. What is the best piece of advice that you could give a couple?
Enjoy the day that's taking place. You've hired professional people to handle the event for you. Let them do their job. Let them do what they want to do. As long as you've notified them what you're looking for, I think you can make a great day for yourself and learn to relax and enjoy it. It only comes once and it goes by very quickly, so take your time and do it well.
That's a great piece of advice, Joe. Just letting the professionals do what they do best. Thank you so much. Brides, you've heard it. With 4 decades of impeccable service, you owe it to yourself to come to Salvatore's Italian Gardens, where dreams really do come true.
Welcome to Bridal Chateau. In this program, we're going to show you dresses for spring and summer. Lots of fluff, some glitz, and of course, strapless.
And this beautiful bride is Melissa. Melissa is in a strapless ball gown bridal gown, full with layers and layers of tulle. The tulle is accented with crystals and sequins and pearls. Definitely something that you dream of when you're a young little girl. And here comes Jill in an exquisite Dolce Italian satin wedding gown. The bodice is done in a little champagne color, while the rest of the dress is in a beautiful ivory. Gentle pickups make a Cinderella hemline a dream dress come true. Lonnie is in a beautiful maize chiffon gown. The side draping at the waist are very attractive. Here we have a tissue taffeta dress. Very, very structured, very slim, a beautiful asymmetrical design of re-embroidered Alençon lace. Here comes Gwen. Gwen is wearing a dress that would be lovely on a junior bridesmaid or a bridesmaid. Soft chiffon is adorning her bodice, which we've chosen to throw the tails over her shoulders. Very nice, very feminine. It's available in many colors as well. And ladies, Bridal Chateau is known for their beautiful, spectacular, unusual prom dresses. Whether it be a prom, a quinceañera, or an informal bridal, Bridal Chateau can take you to the heights of your imagination in what you would like to wear on your special day.
Certainly, if you wear a Bridal Chateau gown, you will be the belle of the ball.
It seems like just yesterday that my wife and I chose a spring wedding and our bridesmaids. It looked fantastic, and courtesy of Bridal Chateau.
Oh, are you getting verklempt, Ben? It was our pleasure. But we have to take a short break now. So don't go away, because a little bit later in the program, we'll be introducing you to the local couple whose key video wedding story will warm your heart.
And remember, if you want to know more about anything you see on our program, jump online to BuffaloBridalAssociation.com. Wedding Planning Weekly, sponsored by Salvatore's Italian Gardens. We'll be right back.
With over 11 million color and style combinations, finding a match for your groomsmen doesn't have to be alarming. Tuxedo Junction, where you are a special occasion. With Tuxedo Junction's 11 million color combinations, bridesmaids' dresses have met their match. Tuxedo Junction, where you are a special occasion.
When choosing a florist for your wedding, it's all about quality, style, and service. Owners Jackie Schenk from A Blooming Place and Teresa Maroney from Floral Accents are the experts that will guide you every step of the way.
Brides, when it's time to shop flowers for your wedding, look no further than A Blooming Place or Floral Accents, two reputable and longtime members of the Buffalo Bridal Association. Switching gears for a moment, I've seen a lot of weddings in my career and no two are alike. Every couple has a unique wedding story to tell.
And it's important for that story to be preserved because, trust me on this, we look at our wedding DVD every year on our anniversary. And each time we watch it, we find something new that we hadn't seen before. Here's Dominic and Autumn's wedding story, courtesy of Key Video Productions in Cheektowaga, New York.
When you're in high school, everything is different about how you perceive the opposite sex, you know.
And a funny story is Autumn had her best friend, Katie. And then Katie, she just transferred to West Seneca West. And my best friend, Brad, met Katie, her friend. And they just got talking, and they said, you know, my friend's looking for somebody, and Katie's like, well, so is my friend, you know, let's see if we can hook them up together.
We meet at the mall, and we come walking toward them in the food court, and she goes, okay, there they are right there. I'm like, oh, okay, I like where this is going, this will be fun.
I know it sounds really crazy, and it is, but something inside of me subconsciously said, I can see myself marrying that girl.
When he was looking in my eyes, I know this sounds completely corny, but I saw my reflection in his glasses saying it was a pleasure to meet you, and I just said, you know, I'm already in his eyes. This is great. This will be perfect. I think this will last forever.
I was weird. I was nervous. I liked her. So I was asking her stupid questions.
He asked me questions about Pokemon and if I like the Backstreet Boys and just weird things, and I didn't get it, but I thought he was just so different and it was really cute. So after the mall, we went to Denny's and we had some lunch together, and he wasn't asking me for a phone number or, you know, what my situation was or anything like that.
I wanted to do something special to ask her out. So I was figuring, let's see what I can do. So I decided to blindfold her. We were driving up to Niagara Falls, and as we're driving up there, I felt kind of weird because, like, she has this blindfold on, and, like, everyone's looking at me sometimes, and it's like, what's this girl doing?
And then he allowed me to take the blindfold off, but I had to keep my eyes shut all the way to the falls themselves.
I never was taking pictures of us because, you know, the guy was leading a girl with a blindfold on her eyes. It's kind of weird.
But we were along the kind of the guardrail leading into the falls, and he put his arms around me, and he was behind me.
And I had a little rose, and I told her to, you know, open up her eyes. And so I had a little rose in front of her eyes, and I said, you know, we've been, you know, seeing each other for quite a while, and I kind of like you a lot. I was wondering if you want to go out, you know, date. I know it's kind of like over the top, but I thought it was kind of cute at the time.
I think he was afraid to say I love you, so I was pretty sure I had to say it first.
So I had to figure a time where it was really, really perfect to say it to her, and I think that was a perfect time.
I went to the mall and picked up a jewelry box, and it sang Shania Twain, From This Moment. I had him open the jewelry box and have him listen to the chimes of it, and I asked him what the song was and what it said. So in a way, I was able to have him say I love you first, even though I was saying it to him. So he got the song, and then he said, from this moment, I'll always love you.
Her favorite movie was Cinderella. So we planned it all out. I had everything basically in my head of what I wanted to do.
So we get in the car, and we're headed up to, I don't know where. Eventually we get to the Thousand Islands. And he tells me a little bit about what we're doing once we get there.
Oh, you know, because she just thought it was just a trip, just a basic old trip. So we get out, we get the luggage, and we start you know, reeling around at this boat, because the boat has to take us out to the castle.
I think it's called Black Island, and it's Singer Castle. It's a castle all by itself on its own little island, and it was just for us. You know, we see it, and he goes, this is for you. This is for you for this weekend. It was perfect. It was more than I could have imagined that he could do on his own.
I had everything set up, and she started to sort of tear up and stuff.
I was fine seeing him and the candles, and now I'm gonna cry. But when I saw the jewelry box, that I gave him when I told him I loved him just made me cry. He tells me to open the jewelry box, so I'm thinking the ring's in there. It wasn't in there. What's going on? So he has me open the jewelry box, and it starts chiming the song From This Moment by Shania Twain. And he takes my arms and puts them around him, and we dance to it. And leading into it, he tells me, I brought you to this castle, and I want you to be my princess, and you know, all this here is for you, and I love you, you know, so much.
And I got on my knees and, you know, I asked her if, you know, she'd like to marry me.
I said yes, and then we both cried a lot.
I was crying too, you know, because what guys do when no one's looking. So yeah, it was really magical. It was really great, you know. And I was so nervous too because I forgot to put the ring on her finger. I was like, "Can you marry me?" And I was just like really shaky. She's like, "Okay, put the ring on my finger." You know, so I got it put on her finger, and it was, you know, it was great.
No matter how crummy of a day I'm having, or no matter what happens in my life, he's right there to make me feel like it's okay.
Oh yeah.
The term soulmates, I think we're it.
Yeah, you know? We found each other. Come here, baby.
Key Video wedding stories captured for lifetime on DVD. For the finest in wedding day videography, call Key Video at 884-KEY-1.
Here at Wedding Planning Weekly, we ask, why limit yourself to old, new, borrowed, or blue? Why not tried and true? I'm talking about connecting with a company that can assist you with the sights and the sounds for your reception, and then preserve them forever through photography and video. Here's Phenomenon Events and Productions.
It's one day, one party, one dream come true. And the one place that can make it all happen is Phenomenon Events and Productions. Phenomenon is ambiance. We can transform any room into the perfect backdrop for your special day. Create dramatic effects with our professional lighting, event design, and signature monogram projections. Phenomenon is memories. Capture the beauty of your wedding day with unforgettable photos and videos from Phenomenon Events and Productions. Let our team of professional photographers and videographers help tell your love story with creative approach that reflects your personal style. Phenomenon is fun. Make your wedding one they'll talk about for years with the best in entertainment. Invite your guests to create their own keepsakes inside our photo and video booths. Then, get them up and out of their seats with world-class DJ entertainment, provided by energetic personalities who know how to keep the party going. Phenomenon is everything you need. Our team of more than 25 professionals can handle every aspect of your wedding, including pre-planning, event coordination, emceeing, and even officiating. Phenomenon is weddings. We make it easy. We make it special. We make it exactly what you're dreaming of. So make the time to meet us in person. Contact Phenomenon Events and Productions today. Call 824-4714 or visit us online at phenomenonevents.com.
We're almost out of time for this episode of Wedding Planning Weekly, but before we go, there's something new popping up at many wedding receptions these days. You've probably seen it.
In this week's edition of BBA Q&A, Jeff Toy from Toy Brothers Entertainment answers the question, is every photo booth created equal?
Years ago, you would see them at carnivals and fairs, and people would stand in long lines with their friends. And once in, they'd pull the curtain, rotate the stool, put in their money, wait for the light to start flashing, then stick out their tongue or kiss the person next to them. And after the pictures were snapped, they'd hold on to this strip of 4 photos, sometimes for years. You've done it. I've done it. Nowadays, we see them popping up at different events, including weddings. With me today is Jeff Toy, owner and operator of Toy Brothers Entertainment. Welcome to Wedding Planning Weekly.
Thanks, Mike.
Is the photo booth just a fad, or is it here to stay?
I definitely think it's something here to stay because they actually get to take that keepsake away with them, and they're going to put it on their fridge, they're going to put it in their office, and it's going to be something that they're going to be looking at from years to come.
Well, what is it about the photo booth that has allowed it to keep its mystique and relevance throughout the last century?
Photos. People love seeing photos, and whatever it is, whether they go to your wedding, my wedding, or a friend's wedding, every time that they take in a photo, it reminds them of that time, so it brings back memories throughout their life.
Well, I would think that probably not all photo booths are created equal, and like any business a bride and a groom is about to hire, they need to ask questions, and lots of them. Give me tip number one.
You know, number one would be, what does the booth look like? I mean, you obviously want your wedding to be a very elegant event, so you want the photo booth to kind of match like that. There are photo booths out there that kind of look like pop-up tents. There are other ones that are going to take up a lot of the room. You want something that's going to be elegant, that fits your style and your needs.
I know when doing a wedding, it probably takes a little bit of time to set up, and so when do you set the booth up, and how long does it take?
Our company, we arrive at least an hour and a half before the wedding starts, just because we don't want to be there during the wedding and setting up the booth.
Tip number three.
What type of camera do you use? My company uses a DSLR camera, an 18 megapixel camera, maybe a bit overkill, but it's your wedding, you want the best of the best.
Just as important as the camera is the printer.
We use a sub-die printer, the same printer that you would go to a local drugstore and get your photos printed.
Well, I'm sure everything comes down to money. So the fifth tip is what's included in your price.
You know, for any wedding, you're going to be looking for main things, like is there going to be somebody there running the booth? Is there going to be a memory book included, which is the main reason why you're going to want it for your wedding, because instead of just having a sign-in guest book, now you have a sign-in guest book with photos that you'll put on your coffee table. We hear over and over again where brides say, you know what, it's on our coffee table. We look at it on a weekly basis and laugh at the photos that we're taking.
Thanks, Jeff. Fantastic tips and ideas for our brides and grooms to know about. Toy Brothers Entertainment is a longtime member of the Buffalo Bridal Association. And if brides need to get a hold of you, what do they have to do?
They can check out our website at toybros.com or give us a call at 479-1133.
So go to the internet, toybros.com, or give them a call. Back to you, Ben and Beth.
Wow, all those props. It looked like they had such a great time. I really wish we would have done that for our wedding.
I had one at my wedding, Ben, and I have to tell you, one of my favorite things to do is to go through that album and see all the funny pictures people took throughout the reception.
What a great keepsake. You know, that's all the time we have for today's show. Remember, you can learn more about the BBA and get in touch with any of our members by simply logging on to BuffaloBridalAssociation.com.
For everyone here at the Buffalo Bridal Association and Salvatore's Italian Gardens, I'm Beth Clark.
And I'm Ben Fantaschi. We'll see you next week right here at this same time. Goodbye, everybody.